My bed, Liberia will rise again. To your rising, I prophesy, it will come to your life. Together, let's keep your peace. What's in you that say we will build our nation? Arise, Liberia, arise. Arise, they take your place. Whatever is
how Louis A. Kolako brings on our theme song. This is the theme song that opens and closes the program on 104.1 FM. With other frequencies in Liberia, in Bon County is 90.7. 89.7 in Katamagibi County, 96.7 in Bassa, and 95.7 in Lofa County. The program is called Bits and Pieces. The nation's heavenly J, Jala Emmanuel Gravy III. The nation's heavenly J, remember Jala Gravy chapter 1 verse 1. Let's talk and talk and talk, and never shall we fight. In the midst of our political differences, our economic differences, our social differences, never shall we fight. Let's come on the table together, and together we can resolve all the problems. These are the issues we discuss in this afternoon. More crisis erupts at the Capitol building. Lower house of the National Legislature renews a suspension of 2 lawmakers earlier suspended. The majority bloc has renewed the suspension of Marvin Cole of Bon County and Edward Papi Flomo of Monserrado County. What is the justification? We shall bring you the details. At the same time, they have lifted the suspension of Abu Bana Kamara of District 15. We shall talk about that. What the Universal Liberia students go to do at the LFA office? They move in stage of protest. I'm told to vandalize some of the offices. They beat on people, but unfortunately for them, 5 members were arrested. They are now in police dragnet, being questioned. I shall speak to the FA President Mustafa Raji later. He has consented to talk to us on his radio via telephone. Why is President Joseph Nyimon Boaka not in the know right away? At this point, rather,
I pledge allegiance.
Why did I even know of the revocation of Dr. Cooper's credential for the University of Liberia? Flag Fofana tells the media that the president has not received any information from the university on the revocation of the credential of Dr. Cooper. What is happening with these officials of government who are suspended and dismissed? Why aren't they being prosecuted to clear their names in court of competent jurisdiction? Why is a suspension of Emma Matthew Glasgow, Roslyn Swakoko Dennis, Richard Hoff of Triple Harris and others that have been prosecuted? These are young people. If their names come into question for alleged corruption, the best thing to do as a government is to prosecute them to prove their innocence or guilt. Why is the government dragging its feet to prosecute these people? We shall play a spin on that one as well. For SOEs, set into process commences cleaning up exercise in Monserrado County. Now young people have been selected on a pilot project to clean the street of Monrovia and its environs. Master Graceface on his one. Welcome to the show. In Bon County, my people call me Nyalewan Tokao. When you go to Lofa, in Banyaman town, Banyaman city rather, but in a town of Zebadamam called Zubuwoman, the son of a warrior. And the son of a warrior fears nothing but to do wrong. I'm here with my distinguished young colleague, the man who says, honor the tutelage of Jala Griffith George. Were you welcome? Okay. What's going on there?
Thank you, Jala. And I'm glad to be here this afternoon. Thank you so much.
What's popping for your side, man?
I was just following the issue of Capitol Hill, and I was like, wow. So meaning this issue happening up Capitol Hill is it seems to be like it won't end now. I'm seeing it to be something that will last for a very long period of time. Looking at what's happening at the moment up Capitol Hill, especially where, according to the guys, they just had a reconciliation event in Monrovia, and they again suspending people as if to say they did not just come from a reconciliation event. I think the president need to wake up.
Let's commence the program. Let's invite CRC, who brings us congratulations on the daily basis as he introduces us to the program, Bits and Pieces.
With originalhits.com.
Download your favorite song at originalhits.com.
All the coconut for me, I pay your blessing me and I get cut up to do you open door, you made a way. Make my enemy call away. They want to hold you down. I let people next day.
Let's go up to the computer and acknowledge the guys who have joined us already. Opi Oni Johnson. Good afternoon, Jala. I joined the conversation for the community. Honorable Emmanuel K. Balagon. Good afternoon, Mr. Jala Grayfield. I'm following you from the University of Liberia campus. Mary Tule. Good afternoon, Uncle Jala. I'm following you from New Georgia Estate. Thanks for the great show. Bazari Pekin Shelton. Good afternoon, Uncle Jala Grayfield. I'm watching live from a residence in Barnesville. Sinetina do. It looks like with John Susu. Leave out Dennis. Good afternoon, Uncle Jala, he says. John David Nakula Yakbaulo. Good afternoon, Jala. My name is John. I'm John David Nakula Yakbaulo. Watching you from one of the most abandoned districts in Bon County. District number 1, where the lawmaker isn't thinking about his citizens. God bless. God be there. Lovette, always grateful Dolo. Watching from Liberia. Lovette, welcome. Winston Esdo, welcome to you. Mohammed S. Kamara, good evening to you, big brother Jala. I join you from the United Arab Emirates, Abu Dhabi. Everything that is going on in Liberia, Waka knows about all, including the death of the countries in the country by the police. A.B. Jabate says, good afternoon, Jala. I'm watching from Bombay.
I'm feeling the vibes with obedience.
Alfred Diamond Guided II.
Original hit.
Good afternoon, veteran. Thanks for the show. And thank you for all you do for our country. Alfred Diamond Guided II, my young brother. How are you there in the USA? That is Baka Gopi, man. In the compound of Honorable Abu Bana Kamara.
I can see. All the coconut for me, I pay a blessing to plant
Dave Duarte, good afternoon, Mr. Grayfield. I'm watching from Monrovia. Peter, one day, good afternoon, big brother Jala. And George, I'm following you from Crown Hill Community. George Watkins Jr. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm following from a comfort zone in District 13, Montreal County, Liberia. Fatu Sherry, good afternoon. Welcome to you. She says, how are you? I'm okay, Fatu. Perfect never Kotu. Good afternoon, Jala and George. Watching from Monrovia. Never Kotu. One-time Deputy Director General at the National Lotteries.
Yeah, all my kids they wanting me for. All of my Kenya give it to God. They think you like to yell up all of my mall. They papi la soba. They call la don to do. See the thing I do. Shall I to say when I do.
Robbie M. Bass said, good afternoon, Mr. Grayfield and co-host George and Buzzle Liberia family. Cherished listeners, he says, I'm following live from Bushel Island, Monrovia. President Bwaka is helping to destroy his own government through the RLJ speaker, a lawmaker in acting and obstructing all their illegal actions. Abetting all their illegal actions. The fight will continue until the 6 years will end without any achievement. The sooner he realizes, the better it is for him. Rabbi Mbaz says that John Sumo welcome this afternoon from the Bopolu City. Tobazi, Christopher Huloti Tobazi. Joseph Bwaka appeared to be shaky and uneasy on his feet. Bwaka's responses are becoming erratic and way hard to understand. I think something is wrong.
Song as original hit.
Crispy Sagwa.
Original hit.
Watching from Tudota City, Salala District, Bon County, where the Unity Party guys are very vexed about the rescue mission. Wow, how is a man Orlando Qualimilin? Crispy Sagba. Urias Johnson. Good afternoon, Jala. I'm watching from the Port City of Buchanan, Grand Bassa County.
I can see. All the
Victor Gila.
blessing to
Watching from Des Moines, USA, Iowa, is Victor Gila. Charles Dunas Gray. Welcome to the show. From Carwell, Patrick Jigbe. Watching from Matari, everything that is happening, President Baka knows about all. Be thankful, Addison. Good afternoon from my end, and good afternoon, Jala and George, watching live from Columbus, USA. Be thankful, Anderson. Aliu Kamara, hi guys. I'm Asari Mensa.
Let all my kids they wanting me for.
Yeah, Magdalene Swaflomo. Good afternoon, Voice of Liberia. Thanks for the show. I'm always following from Basa Community Capital Bypass. Nimle, Adue and Nimle. Daniel and Nimle watching from Grand Bassa County.
Looking down on me. Clip on the show.
Farazi Pekin Shelton. Reporting, breaking voice of Liberia, reporting the seizure of a huge quantity of narcotic drugs on Foya Lofa County Road. Wow. Opie Oni Johnson, good afternoon.
All the coconut for me, oh.
Prince Sewan, good afternoon, Voice of Liberia family. And I'm Prince Sewan watching from Banga City, Bon County. John David Nakla Yakbawulo, welcome to the show. And this is how we introduce the show by welcoming our guests. Also on the show here, Javier Lila Brisbane and Alfonso Brisbane have joined the conversation from somewhere in Painesville. Welcome to the show, one of you. It's a pleasure having you. Jacqueline Washington said, hey, Mr. Jala Grayfield. Jacqueline, long time no see, no hear. I hope the U.S. is good with you and the family. Why Teddy and Sigmund says he's following us from Lower Magibby County. Jacqueline be a long time. Jacqueline Washington, one time a very robust police officer, female police officer. If she's the one then I'm talking about, and that's the Jacqueline I'm talking about. But welcome to the show. You know, something caught my mind and my attention this afternoon, George, while driving to town.
The cash giveaway today.
Yes, please.
Today is a special edition.
Okay.
We giving out 50,000 and out of 100,000.
Wow.
But
So keep playing. Go ahead and play quick.
Yeah. So those of you that will play 15 times.
15 times.
Yeah, you stand a chance to win $100,000.
And how much are they playing with?
You play with 100 Liberian dollars. The SIM code *799# hash. Okay. You select number 8 for Force of Liberia. And those of you that will play at least 10 times, you win 50,000.
So when you play 10 times, what?
Yeah,
that
that's
1,000.
50,000. Yeah,
1,000.
10,000.
Okay.
But you win 50,000 Liberian dollars.
Yeah, so you play 10 times.
10 times.
That's $1,000 there, right?
Yes. Meaning you have to use $1,000 from your account.
Yeah,
You
account.
play 10 times.
Just better the paper I go.
Yeah, I will do that.
Let me welcome Mr. Patrick Jigbe, Winkinsby, Boyman, DT, Tukba, welcome from CDC Project. Fore Kamara, Kakemu, welcome from Magibby County CDC Sources Public Cater for Life. Welcome from the rescue mission, he says. He said welcome. He watches us from Dupo Road on the Martin Gasso Zone 1 watching from Capital Building on Noah Alex, this is the month 3 office. Noah Alex will be our guest hopefully this week on Thursday. Jacqueline Washington, yes, I'm good. I will be coming down. Okay, Jacqueline, welcome. Otaka Kahu is welcome you as well. David E. Harris, my brother, how are you? I'm falling from Benson Street. Jipama Ara Tiba Junior, falling from after group office. Emmons Rich Emmanuel, Emmons Rich James, Jala, aren't we what? Stroking today? Yeah, we'll stroke. Don't worry, we'll stroke. Just keep watching, keep listening, we'll stroke very soon. You know, something caught my attention, Josh. I was driving when I got around the Newsville Junction, veering off to come to Boulevard. I saw a group of young people attired in reflective jackets, cleaning the drainages and on the major roads. Then I said, which group is this? Then something caught my attention when I heard the former FLA president, now an attorney at law, Margaret Grace, spoke about that the other day. And I thought that they were doing very good jobs. Taking that time to clean the street of Monrovia, make it tidy. And then they are getting deep, apolitical, because sometimes when they're less busy, they go in a tight shop and cause noise every day. But what I saw was amazing. So I placed a call to Margaret Grace. And I asked, are you the one who is spearheading this project? He said, yes. But it is sponsored by the SOEs, the state-owned enterprise.
Enterprise voluntary stuff.
So they recruited 900 young people.
That's great.
And these young people will be doing this work in Monserrado. And so this one is a pilot project. He tells me If all goes well, they will recruit more young people again to be able to clean the city of Monrovia. I think this is a good one.
Honestly,
It speaks to the fact that President Joseph Newman Boakai stated a few time ago the need to employ more young people. If institutions around can just give jobs, look for something in your budget, provide jobs in your budget. I'm not the national budget, your own country, your ministry budget. Look for small money there. 5 or 10,000, create some jobs on young people. You know, the Atari shops are very packed every day. When you go to Banga one time, Clarence Jackson took me to one of the famous Atari shops around
Far East Junction.
Far East Junction there. And I saw the place packed. The young people were there, they were talking, they were debating SYC. And when you go there, it is almost the same every day because the young people don't have a job. It happens to more of a go to CO and see how many young people are there right now debating, drinking Atari and eating meat. Some there, they only stay the whole day when you go there. I'm not denigrating them though.
Yeah, but
you go there, you see them.
But again, that's the reality.
Yeah,
They are jobless. They
yeah,
don't have
jobless. So
nothing.
you go there, they ask for a hand up. They want a hand up. So it pleases me and gladdens my heart to see that these young people, 900 young people have been spotted from different communities and brought on this project, which I'm talking about. And Master Graceway has promised to be our guest this week, Thursday as well, to have a conversation surrounding this. It's a good one. And I think we should place more emphasis on empowering young people in this country. And let's keep the president's vision alive. It's a good one. You know, to say you're going to have jobs and young people, you crave the attention of the people in government, that's good.
It's a very great start, Jala. We hope that this will continue. The need to empower young people in Liberia cannot be overemphasized. There are a lot of young people jobless and doing nothing. That's why a lot of our brothers today, you see them, they involved with all set of things. And so when we have institutions that are involved with empowerment of young people, we are grateful, and we hope that sponsoring this process, they will be blessed and they will continue what they're doing, and they ensure that probably more young people are recruited to ensure that at least they can get something. Jala, how much dollars a young man would need at the end of the month to satisfy him? Jala.
Yeah.
How much dollars that man would need? You get that man $75, $100.
Of course.
He's satisfied.
He knows that he has something dependable. At the end of the month, he can collect $75 and solve some problems.
Honestly, Jala.
You know.
It's a great start.
Yeah, thank you, Josh. Let's move on. Last week, we talked about this man called Doug Cooper from Nima County. The academic fraudster who used a dead person name and graduated from Universal Library over going to class. He was disgraced by the UL administration, and they revoked his degree. He did not attend university. He paid money to buy grades, and so they called for his prosecution and asked the president of Liberia, His Excellency Joseph Boakai, to have him dismissed from government because he's a cheat. Last week, we emphasized on these matters, and many other matters rather, and we challenged the president for the sake of good governance and society morals. The best thing you can do, Mr. President, is to dismiss Doug Cooper from his position. We have sung these songs all along. It is not just Voice of Liberia, but other media outlets have sung it. And I guess people in Nima, journalists on the radio in Nima and Bong, they have been flagging that as well. But with all the media reports coming from Monrovia and other places about this one Doug Cooper, man, Joseph Boakai saying, yeah. That the one that's talking to me. The president saying, yeah, that here. So, Omer Boakai, you want to tell us that all the media reports, the president, he can't tell us that someday he can't take newspaper to read newspaper. I don't want to believe that. That a day will pass, he will not listen to the news. When the president was in opposition, he said, he used to listen to the news, right? But he said recent time, he can listen to the radio. He can listen to some of the concerns of the Liberian people. But his press secretary makes us believe that They only briefing on what they have on in their notebooks on prevailing issues in the country. So Omen Bwaka say all the things will be talking on the radio. A bit vlog for him, he be hearing it. So Kula Fofana to him say that all the people say. But he told Kula Fofana that he is unaware of the revocation of this man's degree. He said that the Universal Liberia authorities have not communicated with him. But even if they didn't do, you are the president. Sometimes public perception on matters may lead to act on them. All the media outlets in this country will not lie. Only one document man say he no board degree from the university and his degree was revoked. You know how the LACI sometimes there's something called walking evidence. I can have an issue or corruption allegations or sort of report about maybe the Minister of Education, for example, and I have information that they are involved in corruption in certain areas, and I have the facts. I can walk to the LACC and present that evidence to them. They can follow up and investigate it. So I told the president, having heard all of these things, he said he had not seen it, he had not heard it. So what does that tell us? That the president does not follow current event in the country, even abroad whatsoever? Are you kidding me, Mr. President? With all of these reports in the media, Doc Copper says in his position. So now you have heard it now, Mr. President. When will you take action against Doc Copper? That man is a cheat. He's a fraudster. An old 65-year-old man. He didn't go to school. He been sitting in Nima there and giving all the jobs. Sitting mayor, they want that. So all that time he go to school. So he didn't get BSc. They have children in our university about 18 years old. Some of them in there, they are sophomore now. Some are junior students. They graduate at the age of 22. Then you all 65 years old man, you go to school, you go bad degree. It even made a student vessel when the stage of demonstration informed the Commerce Ministry, demanding his resignation or dismissal. So all of these things on Facebook, Mr. President, you're not seeing them? The last time I checked, it was United Party people parading on Facebook with a picture, with a phone in your hand, they say, now open Facebook for you. The woman went on Facebook, you know that? When he began Canada at the time, they open Facebook for the woman. I was happy to see on Facebook myself. So, Mr. President, can you tell us if you can't watch Facebook too? All the protests that are going around the country, you can't see them. The student demonstrating in from the Commerce Ministry. Did you see that too? You can't listen to the news on radio. You can't read the newspaper, but you have Facebook phone. One of the most sophisticated phones you have.
Jala, I don't want to say that the president is being misled or he's not informed of some of the things happening in our country. But I think what's happening sometimes we will hold some of those close to the president responsible for what's happening. Jala, you have a presidential press secretary. I think her role or those heading the media arm should be able to inform the president of some of the things happening in the country, especially within the media landscape. And so this issue, I mean, it has taken much time in the media. We've spoken about it over a month plus. And I think at this time, the president should be in the know. So when I read that post last night, I mean, I was like, wow, this is the least post I ever expected from the press secretary to inform the Liberian people that at this time, the president is not in the know of.
Sometimes just leave sleeping, don't lie. Don't say like an said it, you know?
Yeah. The least post I expected from the press secretary to tell the people of the country that the president is not in the know of what's happening. But Jala, again, sometimes these people they got relationship or close relationship with people that are currently in charge of the country. You are aware, Jala, that the woman is not in charge. So obviously, I mean, those that are in charge, once Doc Copper got relationship with the people, they will continue to maintain him, and they say, "Oh my man, just forget about that thing, and we'll protect you, we'll keep it up until the 6 year come to an end." But again, if the president is not in the know, we calling on the president at this time
Since
to
he's
take
in
action.
the know now,
He's in the
let
know
him
now.
take
Let's
action.
see. He needs to do that.
George, the thing is, there are some powerful hands around powers around the world, not just Joseph Boakai. There are some powerful people who influence decisions of leaders. You know what is happening now in America? Elon Musk, he's now like the prime minister of America. Even though America doesn't have a prime minister. He's a mover and shaker of many of the things that are happening there. There are powerful leaders around leaders. I mean, members around the government who are around leaders. They are the ones who influence decision. The president has dismissed some people. He has suspended them. Steve Zago is nowhere again. This man was one of those who was helpful to the Joseph Boakai campaign. He was a Liberty Party man. But yet he said, Joseph Boakai is my uncle, I will support him. He got defeated. He stayed with Joseph Boakai, and Boakai became president. We'll come to that because he's on this list. We're talking about those who have been dismissed and suspended. What has happened to that prosecution to clear their names? Again, Mr. President, that is it. We hope that you can take action. Your inability to take action now will tell us that you are not willing to fight these menaces in the society. These menaces that tend to undermine our country, the morality of our country. One of the guys who have dent the morals of this country is that man called Dokupo.
Honestly.
He has no morals. In other countries, men like this man he'll be a governor ever since. I'll resign for my name to not be in the air. I told you about the guy from the IMF, the former French presidential candidate, Dominique Strauss-Kahn. This man named him into political tatat about rape issue while he was at the IMF as vice president of the IMF. A lady lied on him, said she was raped. The man resigned his job and went and said he will not contest as president for France, for the French people. He never contested in France. A later date, this girl came, she said she lied on the man. But the man said resign. Those things happen in America for common. But Liberia, this one is a grave thing. But this old man sits there. He say he's a commerce inspector general. This is despicable.
I don't know what's the interest the president have in Cooper that he will want to take action. But I think it is not late, Jala. The president can still do that.
Yeah,
it is not late. He still have time in his paper to do that.
Yeah, we just bringing these things up and reminding the president that there are some bad apples. You need to weed them out.
Honestly.
Especially when the media comes out and say this one is bad, that one is bad. Just listen and take action. Let me welcome Mr. David E. Harris. Welcome. Rare Emmons Rich James. Welcome. We're strolling today, don't worry. Alvin Parker. Welcome from Bowman County. Sayon Doe, Washington, and following from Keba Tire Community, to be precise. Jay Gideon Chipe. Following from Battery Factory, Daniel H. Nimlin. Good afternoon. I'm really enjoying the presentation this afternoon. Keep Liberia informed about day-to-day activities. Daniel H. Nimlin, thanks for that. David Tamaflomo, that should be David Tamaflomo. Following from Kakada City, Harris Hali Tamba. Following, but the volume is low. Check your receiver. Patrick Jigbe. You guys are really doing well for Liberia. Victoria UJ Taquia. Mr. Grayfield, this is my first time listening to your show. Keep it up. Keep up the good job for Mama Liberia. Victoria UJ Taquia says that one. Thanks, Victoria, for following. Ruben Connor has joined us from Ghanarsville. Tobasi, Christopher Wulati Tobasi. Welcome. We read your comments up. Zebulun Tobe Washington will come and read the comments again. Tobasi, don't worry, we'll read the comments. Let's move on. This morning, I received a call from a sport journalist, Mr. Roland Malba, former president of the Sport Association. He phoned me and said, hey, the FA president is trying to get to you. Mustafa Raji, I said, why? He said, oh, thugs have invaded the FA campus, compound rather. And you know who the thugs were? Student of the Universal Library, SUP. They led a protest, went to the FA compound just in Swakamo community around the total gas station on the boulevard there, behind the area there.
Mhm.
They beat on people, vandalized the place, and some of them were arrested. The motives behind their unruly behavior is still unknown, but sources are informing us that it is a political move because the FA is going to election and there are many contenders. So somebody wants to use a political tactics to scare his opponent, and that's why the guys went there. Their action was so bad, it was so vicious to the point that if you saw the video, you see guys, you know, they went over sticks and those rattens in their hands. And I'm told they even beat on some people in the building. So the police moved in and arrested 5 of them, and they are now in the custody of the police, and they'll be investigated. But my thought here is, and the question here is, why is SUP always giving itself an authority that does not belong to it? The last time I checked, the university campus was a no-go zone. I graduated from the University of Liberia a decade plus ago. I was in government as Deputy Director General for Public Affairs, a junior government spokesperson based on my TOR. I could not come on that university campus because once the guys saw you there, they say you work in Georgia government, they go after you. They humiliate you, they beat on you. It happened to Aloysius, who worked with former finance minister. Aloysius, I definitely like his last name, Howard. He was beaten and molested. It happened to so many government officials until Akara's Grace stood in their face and said, this thing is enough. He moved in generally. As a general, he moved in generally and challenged him. That's how that menace came to an end on that campus. I am a member of the Student Unification Party. During our days on campus there, Martin Kula, when they were president for us, also, we were there. We saw what happened there. So cannot have this thing unto themselves. Every time they go and disturb other places, you go on the other side, you demonstrate and beat people. What happened to the FA compound today is not called for. And the police must use this time to investigate and prosecute people who are involved. That's the only way this hooliganism will stop. That's how gangsterism can start. You know what is happening in Haiti? The Haitians are in trouble because one group of people stood there and said that they have the right to be violent. And the government of the day did not take action against those people. They started growing small. Now Haiti now has turned to a country of serious violence. The last time I was checking on Facebook and listening to the BBC News, and I saw Kenya sending over 200 troops to Haiti on peacekeeping mission. There are other countries now sending troops to Haiti on peacekeeping mission. They are not rebel groups, though. They are just gangsters. They arm themselves with guns and machetes. They move around, kill people. That's how the group that is now terrorizing Haiti started. And the government must take note of some of these things. I am a member of SUP. As a matter of fact, when I entered UL in the 90s, around the mid-90s, I went there as a member of SUP because in high school I was a SUPist. I paid my dues to SUP. But the attitude of these SUP boys now is unbecoming. You cannot be every day, you demonstrate on campus for your own good. You have a time to go do add and drop on the campus. You suddenly didn't do it. The time passed, they said they close it. They gave you another alternative. You said no. Yesterday they jumped in the street again. They were demonstrating. What is that? What kind of madness is that? What kind of madness is that? We must stop this thing. The sole purpose of you going to school is to learn. But if you took your class time and come outside and start protesting all around the place, when they say the other person this thing has happened to the other ministry, you go there and protest. You're jumping on one foot. You're dancing. You're doing all kind of thing. That's not called for. Mr. Mustafa Rajim must stand with the police to have these guys investigated. I think they were sent by some people. Go ahead, Josh.
Honestly, I don't know why always it will be soup, Jala. Always soup will be in the news for the wrong reasons. I don't know whether you've been following this. Every time soup will wake up and go to protest. And sometimes I sit and wonder as to whether they not informed of the ways they should channel their grievances when there are issues. I think there are ways you can channel your grievances when you have issues, and those grievances can be responded to. What the guys did today, honestly, Jala, I think the Liberia National Police, like we've always said, they have to be specific when there are issues. Look, it is not about being a partisan or whoever, but it is about protecting the lives of our people, protecting properties belongings to government or even citizens. Jala, you can just get young people every now and then. They will just leave and go to the other ministry, go protest. They damage properties. They go to the other place, protest, and behaving very uncivilized. There are ways when you got issues, you can channel those issues and they can be addressed. There are other means you can use, professional way. Other places you go there when you have issues, you write. You put it through pen and paper, Jala. They are students. And obviously they will respond to you. Instead of you just taking your colleagues from classes and just get them to the street. Every now and then you go to protest. Every now you take to the street and protest. Damaging properties, misbehaving all around the place. But Jala, these guys sometimes what they're doing, we don't hold them responsible. You know why we don't hold them responsible, Jala? Like Greg now will be responsible for what's happening because these guys go to the street and misbehave. They do things and they can get every one of them. You go get 2-3 persons. At the end of the day, the other guys, you free them and the other people go free.
And I can say this to you. This thing started since back when Ellen was president. And when these guys, not just soupists, but university students, when they do wrong, on the major day when they demonstrate and do some things and vandalize property around here, when I know it was a day, they grabbed some of them during the Ellen time and they went to Saw Beach, they were there, and the same President Ellen Johnson said that order their release. This thing are starting small here. If we can't hold it by the tail and cut our tail and nib it to the butt, what will happen here will be bad than what is happening here. Already the country is growing a huge number of criminals. The Zogo community is getting so big. It is getting so large. Every county has Zogos. Imagine some villages. Look, we district in Bassa, when I was at OKFM, Ollie Stevenson and a few other guys have gone to do an interview with the we district representative, Vincent Willie at the time. In Abuja, you saw Zogo there. I'm talking about 5 years ago. You go every community, there's a Zogo. The group is getting so large to the extent that imagine on Decoration Day in Johnsonville, people discovered their bodies, they took from the grave and put it into the still raw from the grave and when they sold them. They discovered another man lying in there, only the nectar they could see where a bone had decayed. The Zogos are living in the graveyard. So if these group of people who have given authority to themselves and becoming so violent in this country, when they get in that militant form and start terrorizing people here, and the Zogos come and join them, it will not be easy for this country. The Haitian experience will come. The Haitian experience will come. Let's bring this one to an end. And my urge to Mustafa Raji is, do not compromise this. The state must prosecute them to serve as deterrent to others who will want to do similar thing. If you just join us, this is Voice of Liberia, 104.1. We are on 90. You can't give, I just read it then. 90.7 in Bond County, 89.7 in Mike Gibby, 96.7 in Bassa, 95.7 in Lofa. I don't have one. And so let me welcome. We'll talk up to 3:15 or 3:10. Then we'll open the phone lines. We don't have a guest, so we can have a long conversation with you guys who are on the other side. So let me say Zebinu Toby, welcome. Maka E from Sinang. I'm watching from my office on Fender campus. Watching from Dubai. Zebinu Toby. Kun should know that he and person we are not living in the same world. We are is a global icon. Wakun is not even known in the whole Liberia. That's Zebinu Toby says that's from Dubai. Otavos as we are. I'm watching from Freeport of Monrovia. Alfred J. Joma. I'm following from Kakada City. God Bessie Anthony. Hi guys, I'm watching you from the Port City of Buchanan. Let me welcome my friend and brother Never Kotu. Mike Wallaby. Mike Wallaby following you from my working place, Mr. Grayfield. Thank you for the information you are giving us. Thanks, my brother Mike Wallaby. Miss Saran Torah. Yes, that is true, he says. That Masaran Toure. Yes, that is true. Welcome. Mali Gadi. Good afternoon, Mr. Jolly Emmanuel Griffin. I'm watching you from Painesville Police Academy this afternoon. And hope my old man Emmanuel Gadi and old man Mary Gadi are doing well there in Police Academy area. Mali Gadi and your kid as well. Rosman. Welcome to the show. He said we are completely out of order. Okay. City Konate, watching from business place in Benson Street. Asada Miller, welcome. She says, watching from live from Red Light Market. Good to be on the show. Sinner the second, God favor me, Lawrence. Sinner, God favor me, Lawrence. Hi, Mr. Grayfield. I'm watching live from Dover, Delaware, the USA. Is God favor me, bless me, Lawrence Snare, the second. Lucky Washington Moluba. Good afternoon, Mr. Griffin. I'm following the broadcast from Canada City. Alfred Boy Carlos, watching from somewhere in Abidjan. James Meda, watching from the Port City of Buchanan. Now, something happened again today on Capitol Hill. The majority lawmakers today had a section, as usual, and took some stringent decisions that has also undermined their reconciliatory efforts they have started. Even though majority members started the reconciliation, the minority refused to go there. I'm told currently that the speaker, Embattled Speaker J. Fonati Kofa, is in the USA, in Washington as we speak. So the minority group is not having session. But every time he comes back to the country, they will have session. They will not have the numbers, but they will what? They will adjoin based on the Supreme Court earlier pronouncement on ultra-virus. While they are not attending session, today the majority members took a decision to renew the suspension of two of their colleagues. And these two colleagues are Marvin Cole of Boncane District 2, District 3 rather, and Edward Papi Flomo of Monserrado County. Earlier, they suspended Abu Bana Kamara. But Bana Kamara's suspension is lifted. And they said based on good behavior. But a young, energetic Nyanti General Topaf wrote a piece. I want to read that verbatim. Because he is at the Capitol. He is at the Capitol. He is a reporter assigned there from OKFM, one of the robust young men in that area. So I want to read what he wrote verbatim. And at 3 o'clock, I will place a call, 3:05 or so, place a call to Mustafa Raji. And I will try to also see I can talk to Mr. Marvin Cole from district number 3. I tested him, he hasn't responded, but we'll try to place a call to him. So Nyanti General Samuel Toba wrote this afternoon, about 1 hour ago. House Majority Bloc renews suspension of Representative Cole and Flomo, lists suspension on Abu Kamara. As today was expected to mark the end of their suspension since November, the House Majority Bloc has taken a new decision to extend the suspension of Representative Marvin Cole and Errol Papi Fromo for additional 30 session days. The decision was reached through a motion raised by Grand Judea County District 1 Representative Jeremiah Sokan, which received majority endorsement from the plenary. According to the House, the extension was prompted by the lawmakers' violation of the suspension rule, as they were reportedly seen around the Capitol building during the course of their suspension. Meanwhile, the House has announced the lifting of the suspension imposed on Montserrat County District 15 Representative Abu Bana Kamara. At the same time, the House Majority Bloc reaffirmed the ongoing suspension of several other lawmakers, including Imbato Speaker Councillor J. Fanati Kofa, Representative Jason Sibo, Yeka Kolba, Samuel Enders, Jerry Yobo, Jacob Darby, Muka Kamara, Frank Safoko, and Musa Hassan Belete, amongst others. So that's what it looked like. So they have renewed the suspension of the two members. And in the other reading is that they say that not Abu Kamara, but Speaker Kofa, Musa Belede, and several other friends are Foko, Jacob David, and others, they are suspended. Now, this brings me to this point. But the professed reconciliation that you proffered that brought the Ghanaian speaker how you call himself? Brought the Ghanaian speaker here to ensue a dialogue with your colleagues. If that failed, in my mind, I would have thought that you have pursued another means of reconciliation instead of enforcing or reinforcing a suspension that your colleagues who you suspended said is purported. That it was a kangaroo suspension, even though they served the suspension because the Speaker of the House of Representatives is being backed by the President, and the executive has endorsed his speakership. So he has a right, he writes to the finance minister and tells the finance ministry people, do not process salary for these people for the 3 months. Do not get any gas lifts, don't get a trash card. So for 3 months, Marvin Cole and his colleagues who were suspended, they didn't get salary, they didn't get gas, they didn't get no benefit for 3 months. Thus strangulating their constituents and their constituencies. They are strangulating their constituents and their constituencies because 3 months is so enough to just suppress somebody. You have affected their people who elected them. You have affected projects they are undertaking in their communities, in their constituencies. The question is, Mr. Richard Nangbe-Kun, when does this thing end? When does it end? I think reconciliation lies on your shoulder, Mr. Speaker, Majority Speaker. The embattled Speaker is away. You can use other international and diplomatic means to bring you guys together. If the negotiation with the Ghanaian Speaker failed, one of the best ways you can do is to reach out to your colleagues one by one and talk to them. I listened to Jason Sibo yesterday when he was quizzed. He said, yes, even though we are in the same chat room, they are in one chat room. They're chatting there every day. He said, when we meet each other on the street, we can speak to each other, we can laugh. But yet the political divide stay there. What is going on? Mr. Thomas Fala, Deputy Speaker. You are an icon in the legislature. You are a legislative guru. You have stayed to that place forever. 3-time lawmakers in Monserrado, 1-time lawmaker in Lofa. If you put all the says here together, that's 24 years now you've been there. You are a legislative scholar. I don't think you want to see these things dragging on forever and ever and nothing is happening. All we pray for is peace in the legislature. Let me go to George shortly, then we'll go to the phone lines and read the comments again as well.
sometimes I sit and contemplate as to whether or at what time when former president Weah was a president, we ever had any other thing of such happening at the legislature. And I said it to some of my friends of recent, and I said, guys, what's happening now? I think the president should understand that he have a major role to play in what's happening because it doesn't show good sounds for our country. Uh, some of us won't be proud to live from Liberia, and if we ask where you from, and we say we're from Liberia because of some of the things happening in Liberia, obviously no. So, one thing Speaker Kun, what's happening? It just shows that probably he lacks the ability, to be a speaker of the country. He doesn't even understand uh, what he should be doing at this point in time. Look, now the embattled speaker, he's not even contemplating of being a speaker from what we've gathered. He's even contemplating of resigning as we speak. He's having some consultation, and as per what we've gathered, he will be resigning very soon. So the all is on Richard Kuhn to ensure that what's happening in the legislature can come to an end. But instead of him finding ways to have this thing resolved, he's like, letting the fire and making it to blaze more. He's using gas on it and making it to increase Jala. And I think if he's been advised by his friends around him or others, I think they're not giving good advice. And if it is just because of certain reasons, I think he need to reconsider some of the things happening. He need to revisit some of his decision, some of his political decision that he's taking. He need to revisit them and ensure that, let the guys come together and let's have a better country, Jala.
Let's take some calls at the phone lines while I recognize a few guys who have joined us. *79# OK sled number 8. Play with 100 LD versus Liberia. Play 10 times, win 50,000 LD. And play 15 times and win 100,000. Vanny A. Sharif, it never happened because everything was in one direction. Dauda Vanny Sharif, you can force a way to speakership. This government will fall if this continues on for the 3 years of experience, man. Thank God for 3 months. It should have been 1 year. Abraham B. Krumah, welcome. Religiously following your conversation from the Islamic Youth for Intellectual Exchange at the Iran Factory Community. I am Factory Community. Do you have a caller? Let's see this call while I try to place a call to Mustafa Raji. Let's go ahead. Hello? Hello, caller?
Good afternoon, welcome. What's your name? From where you call?
Yeah, my name is Abraham.
Oh, he gone off.
Let's take another person on the line.
Yeah, while you're trying to take another call, I'll try to place a call to Mustafa Raji. Raji will tell us what
Keep the calls coming through this afternoon on the show. Let's see whether we get another person on the line. We'll have a caller there. Good afternoon, welcome. What's your name?
Good afternoon, Mr. Jara.
Thank you.
All right, let
Thank
me
you.
welcome. Thank you.
for the past there.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Let's get another
I
person.
want
Good
to pause it
afternoon.
there. Okay, let me tell you, then I will come to
Welcome.
Mr.
What's your name? For where you call?
Yeah, my name is Abraham Jackson Sige, but I'm calling from Spain. Okay.
AB, welcome to Biz and Pieces. Let's hear you.
Yeah, brother. I think the president did well for Liberian people because the people in Westwood made it law to suspend the people. You know, who do the way in the honor? You suspend suspend all the law because when we suspend the law because they would
Not the president suspending it, their own friend suspending it. Oh.
No, brother, man. Why? Yeah, I think I can see some kind of way. I wouldn't have been sharing a year long because it's suspended. Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
All right, so let me place it right there and recognize my friend and brother Sylvester Teves now. It's a good presentation. I'm trying to get the Mustafa Raji. Yeah, I think Raji is. As soon as I get Mr. Raji here, we have a good conversation. We spoke earlier. He promised to speak to me on this matter. We discussed about the U.S. student protest. Roland Moluba, can you please tell the president to call me? Mr. Roland Moluba, former Sports president. Forton M. Benna Gosson, the voice of Liberia. I'm watching live from Matadi. Member Point, thanks for providing us information. Matilda Stevens, welcome. Kofa will not resign, she says. Let's go on, take the call. Hello, caller. Teves, now good afternoon to you, my brother. How you doing? Good afternoon, welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. You sound like David King.
No, this is Abraham Delay Gardner.
Oh, Gardner, yes, you came in earlier as David King. Go ahead, Gardner. Let's hear you.
Yeah. What really happened is you see, Liberia is moving the way in which the country is not supposed to move. But in this identical lot, the speaker that is in the house now to have the reconciliation mindset to see how best that he can bring his colleagues together. Not to just suspend them on issues that will not really be in line with their suspension.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Now, all those suspensions are going on in the house.
Mm-hmm.
What is the thought of the president? People really need reconciliation for the country to move forward. Not every day problem in our house. Not every day problem. If the president himself mean well for reconciliation, I think the president is supposed to call the speaker personally and talk to him and say, no, don't be suspending your colleagues.
Okay.
You guys work together. Try to see how best that reconciliation will go. But
Okay.
nothing like that. He's not talking. So you don't know, you don't have the capacity to talk in your government or what.
Thank you.
All right. So let me get paused there. We have a caller already. Let me try to get to Mustafa Raji. I'm told that he's ready for this call. Raji is the president of the Liberia Football Association. You know, this morning there were some disturbances there, and I'm told some guys have been arrested. Mustafa Raji, welcome to Voice of Liberia. Welcome, sir.
Good afternoon, Jaya. It's a pleasure.
What went wrong this morning? What happened, and what led to that?
Well, this morning it was reported that a couple of, I think it's alleged that a couple of students from the University of Liberia, SOUP, I think
Mhm.
as per the video on Facebook, trooping to the fence, enter the compound of the LFA, and came some of them with machete and some other weapons, making out of battle cries and so forth. So, well,
Did they harm anyone with those machetes?
Well, one of the workers here is injured. We took him to the hospital so he can get treatment.
Mm.
They broke the glass, the doors because they enter into the building as well. And
Wow.
I think when they came out, they made a statement they had to make and had employees fighting and threatening some of them. And they damaged the car, one or two vehicles owned by employees, and later they left when they heard that the police was on their way. So far, I think the police arrested 5.
So, will you stand by the police to have these guys prosecuted because the action of these young people is too much for this country now? I don't know what's happening.
Well, for us, as a person at the LFA, if people want to come and protest, we allow them to protest outside the fence. If you intrude into the facility and force yourself into the property of another person, coming to threaten our lives and entering a machete is something else. So the five that the police arrested in the police custody, we've made our statements, and we're going to go to the end of it to know those who are behind it or involved, and then that the law takes course.
Now, as we speak, Mr. President, they didn't loot any property of yours. I mean, the institution.
Just damages and injury to one of the employees, damage properties and threaten people. I mean, this is a football house. It's coming in and intruding to a facility, coming with machetes and to threaten the lives of other people. I think it's inappropriate and not good for citizens of the country. But we leave the police to do their work.
Do you suspect any political hands behind this? Because I know elections are on the way for the FA anytime soon. Do you suspect that any of your opponents may be behind this?
Well, what I can advise is that I don't want to point fingers at anybody. We are peaceful, we remain peaceful as a person. We came over to the LFA to serve football and serve our country, and that's what we continue to do. Today, it's just regrettable that something that never ever existed since 1847, the first ever headquarters, people will attempt to come and damage it. So it's now up to all Liberians out there, to ensure that some of those brothers and sisters are involved, to advise them that these kind of facilities, we shouldn't destroy it. If you have any concerns, you should channel in the right way than to come and resort into violence. Let's say no to violence is inappropriate. We are all Liberians.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Grow together and develop our country.
Thank you, Mr. President, and congratulations on your election the other day.
Thank you very much. My pleasure.
Mustafa Raji is the president of the Liberia Football Association. He was responding to what happened this morning at the FA headquarters, where young people from the Student Unification Party went and vandalized the facility. Let's take some more calls. Hello, welcome. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, welcome. How are you?
Thank you. My name is Paul Cooper. I'm calling from District 13.
Welcome from District 13, sir. Welcome.
Thank you. Sir, I listened to you when you placed the question to the speaker, Richard Nangmekun, as to when with all of these impasses end. But you see, my answer to that question would be that they, Representative Kofa and his people realize that place is a political house and it deals with numbers. But then they realize that they will go back and do business and make and stay there and make their way through. When you do not have the number, all you do, stay there, regroup, and get control of the number. Look, in that place, if you do not have the number, you do not have such an arm, you do not have clerks, you do not have anything, you do not have power. That is a political, it's not a church hall. So when you lose the number, all you do is stay there, fight and take control of the number. Other than that, you stay out. You are not doing your people's job. That is frustrating on their part.
Okay.
He says in America now, but he wants money. It's frustrating. Were you voted as speaker? Were you born as speaker? What kind of power grip is this? That's simple legislative proceedings.
So, the way the guys proceeded in removing Speaker Kofa, you think was proper? Or he gone off? Let's take some more calls and try to place a call to Marvin Cole if we can do. Mr. George Way, if you can do that. Hello,
hey,
caller.
My brother, how you doing?
Is that Mansisi? Welcome to the show. Okay, let's hear you.
Thank you for your show. Look, I listened to one of your callers. I felt bad, Let me be very frank with you. I felt bad. No lecture I was sent to school. Should have been teaching us. But they come on the platform and tell if you don't have the number, then you should join your friend. Oh, what drive? Oh, what basic? My son, oh, what basic? I want you to send us for nothing. Our money go in a dead pocket. Nothing there for us. Because they made you're going to do that. Yes, it did. My God, 49. I'm lying.
Go ahead, Mansisi, go ahead.
Okay, you should have 49. So remove that man. He for the for party. But for the Nabi come, let be your haircut. Let be your haircut. When they check you, they call you Mansisi Pressy, my hair up. Whatever they call you, they may refuse woman that just over the land. I feel bad myself. I want to go to it now. I don't know. But it's very bad for our country.
Thank you, Master C.
Let it lost it. Let it lost it.
Thank you, Master C. The numbers are 0773 419 502. Welcome to the show. Hello, welcome. What's your name?
This is WhatsApp Andrew indeed. I'm Andrew Fire.
Okay. Can you call back, please? I want to talk to Representative Marvin Cole on some serious matter, even though yours is also important. Honorable Marvin Cole, welcome.
Well, Jala, thank you for allowing me to be listening to on your platform this afternoon. Thank you very much, and it's a pleasure being here.
Where are you speaking from as we speak right now?
I am speaking as a resident on the Hammerfield community in Pinson City.
Okay.
I just came from a district in a district number 3, Bunkundens, about 30 minutes ago.
Amidst all of these hula balos on Capitol Hill, you are still visiting your people.
I will continue to do that. The people of District 3 elected me for a single purpose. That means to represent them and to be very cautious about what I do to reflect the kind of person that they opted for, and I will continue to do that, continue to advocate for them, and continue to do so many things that are expected of me.
Now, you were suspended for the first time. I will come to the renewal of your suspension. What are they saying about your suspension? And those behind your suspension, we know that one of your own colleagues who come from Bon County, who is just an adjacent district, was instrumental in all of these. I mean, James Collier. What are your constituents saying to you about their suspension?
You know, I've asked my constituents to be kind. They have planned several actions that they wanted to take. Some of them is their peaceful and democratic rights to besiege the principal streets of Banga City, and then to prevent so many things from happening, because they believe that the action of these guys unjust, the support of the executive, President Bwaga, to them unjust, and every one of us were elected to represent our people and to protect their desire of their support and to get the kind of benefits that they deserve. But some group of people to sit and believe that they are more lawmakers or they are more Liberians than some, I think it is a bad chemistry. So the first thing, Jala, I want to say here, at no point in time I've recognized a suspension. It is booked, it's criminal, it's malicious, it's only those kind of comments will only be made by rebels, and those are the rebels who are making those kind of comments.
Now, if you recognize a suspension, your amenities have been cut away, your salaries are not paid, your benefits are not being paid.
Because the executive is aiding and abetting the criminality of those guys at the House of Representatives, because they have the sole responsibility to pay every Liberian who are working. And I was elected to serve my people.
And they say you're not working because you are suspended.
I am working. The Constitution requires. That's why we are waiting for the court. This is a clear message to President Bwaga and Vice President Jeremiah Kuhn. Those individuals believe that they got the guns in their hand, they can kill people, they can do anything. There will be a point in time in this country we will be ready. You know, I said to several of my colleagues, there will be a time that we will have to write our wills and put it down and give it.
The network issue. You call? I think it's your call is being harmonized. We hope that he can call back. But let me welcome Grace Janda from Vanjama City. Welcome Peter G. Widow from Banga City, Bon County. Thanks for the information. Hilton Wulajedo has joined us from Greenville, Sano County. Let me welcome Jusu Ability from the Port City of Buchanan. Both Port City of Sano, he's in Monrovia, while Charles Foley is also watching us from Bapolu City. Honorable, are you there?
So we want to our constituents around the country, let them know that the President Bwaga's administration has failed. They are using the impasse at the capital as an excuse. They will continue to do what they are doing. But one thing I know that they cannot take my life. And Jala, I can say to you, I will be on the grounds of the capital tomorrow. So the best thing that Pala and his like can do is to tell the police to stop me from accessing my office.
But tomorrow is not session day. What are you going to do that tomorrow is not session day?
I have to be to work. Every time I go there, it's not to determine when I go to where and when I.
But are you aware that your suspension has been renewed already?
Again, please, Shala.
Are you aware that your suspension has been renewed by the majority bloc today?
The person who will suspend me, that suspension will be the law of this. That is the Constitution of this republic. Supreme Court of the Republic of Liberia. When the Supreme say that our fanatical partner and his supporter police on the rule of law side, they are wrong and the majority is right.
And if that is said, will you go join them at that point? I don't know. The line is terrible. It's terrible. I think he's gone off. But Captain Jerry Colley, a former Air Force Army commander, is calling us on this number. Maybe you want to have a say. Captain Jerry Colley, do you want to participate on the show?
Good afternoon, Jala. Thank you for your show.
Okay. Where do you call us from?
Jala, I'm calling from Bon County, Jala. Again, giving a message to the Liberian people.
All right, Captain Colley, can you hold on, please? Because Marvin Cole is still on the line. I think it's a network issue. Just hold on, don't drop the line. Let me just finish with him. Enrico, welcome back. The network is so terrible this afternoon.
Yes, I know. That government that we have, they are only stealing the data.
Yes, so I was asking you whether you were aware of your suspension today, but he said no one can suspend you, only if the Supreme Court say you are wrong, then you accept whatsoever result that comes.
Of course. If the Supreme Court tells us that honor the directive, that is a constitutional authority, I will recognize that.
Okay.
Richard to follow, by Richard Nangbe to follow to execute the so-called militia criminal suspension, then I will recognize that, because I will recognize the law at every point in time. One thing we are, no matter what you do, no matter what pressure you exert on, we will never be violent. We will uphold the rule of law. We will remain protector of this democracies of our country. We know over 250,000 human beings are killed, and people like Fala will not allow us, or the Richikun, they will not allow this country to go by. I talk about President Kun, because these are the investments. So I am saying to you, we are waiting for the Supreme Court. Once the Supreme Court speaks, and at that point in time, everybody will obey, or the country will be ungovernable. That's what's going to happen.
Wow. If the Supreme Court rules in your favor and nothing is done about it, the country will be ungovernable.
The country will be ungovernable because we will never allow lawlessness to prevail in this land. That's why the Ghanaian speaker said, in the era of democracy, the word, the phrase, agreeing and disagreeing, it means respect for the rule of law. If you want to be individuals that don't respect the rule of law, then I don't even see. One idiot was standing talking about man who told militias and went to the grounds of the Capitol, us into the offices of the speaker. This kind of man is putting a report, and only these kind of people can continue to do what they are doing. And we encourage President Bouaka, whatever you do in this country will be on the heads of you, your children, your grandchildren, and people within your administration. So you need to be careful.
When you say the country will be ungovernable if they rule in your favor and the guys refuse to submit, what do you mean? How will you make it ungovernable?
We have over 20 to 25 lawmakers. If we put our supporters together, we are more than 100,000 human beings. And our people are willing to seize every capital within the Republic of Liberia, and nothing will go on. I can go to Bangla and have the capacity to put more than 10,000 human beings in the streets, and that will going to happen all over. That is something that we are making determination.
This might be a scare tactics, Mr. Cole. This might be a scare tactics.
The president has to protect, defend the Constitution of this republic. If he allowed those gangsters around him to continue to mislead him, continue to encourage him, that you have to fail. And that I believe the president would not use. Even people some of them are tired with these kind of criminal activities and actions. for you to sit and talk about nowhere in our country, nowhere, no law in our country that talks about anybody has the ability to suspend someone for 10 months from your workplace and hold their salaries. The reason will continue to drag the executive into this matter because of the actions of the executive in actions.
Okay.
These individuals got police assigned to them. These individuals, the Ministry of and Development Planning taking instruction from them. And I want to send one message before I leave your line.
Okay.
Therefore, you have to be aware that every money that you pay to Richard Kuhn and these thieves, you will account for it tomorrow. Because the court rules that if you do anything with the majority number you have without the speaker, it is unconstitutional. Today, Samuel is being prosecuted. They hunch 5 men in the village. When he's died and they're burying him, they're throwing him upside down. Hunch 5 men need to take you. Gafwan, you need to take you from what is happening to Samuel. Everybody now clapping and jumping up for Joseph Walker, prosecuting Samuel for allegedly believing that he took some money. He stole, he squandered. Until they prove it in court, I believe he's innocent.
Okay.
So, Minister Gafwan, you need to be very cognizant of the law. This is a young man that we admire so much before, but I am greatly disappointed. So thank you for affording me this opportunity. I do not recognize the law.
Okay.
Or I recognize.
All right, but before you drop the line, I know we're having some difficulties here. What did the speaker in Battlefield go back to do in the USA? Oh, the line is so terrible. Honorable, are you there? Honorable, are you there? Oh, the network is so terrible. Honorable, are you still on the line? Oh, what's going on? The network is busy. Check again. Check and see. I think we exhausted that conversation. Let me take Jerry Colley. He made his final comment. I just want to. Jerry, welcome. You listen to Representative Marvin Cole from Bond County. You know what you said. They might make this country ungovernable if the court rules in their favor and the executive still does business with the majority. What do you make of that?
Generally, you know, this captain is a political captain. I'm speaking to you from Bond County in District number 3.
Okay.
Where his representatives, our Cole is representing a capital building.
Oh, the Representative Cole is your lawmaker?
Yeah, of course, he is the lawmaker for the capital of Bond County.
Oh, okay. Capital of Bond County. All right. I hear another one. Another phrase.
Oh, yeah. The capital city for in District number 3.
Oh, okay. So he's a representative he's a representative of district of Bond County in capital.
Yeah, the capital city.
Yeah, let's hear you on these matters.
General, let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
Few days ago, I wrote an article. It was on Inquiry newspaper.
Okay.
I asked the president to move fire to set the state. And that's why planning for me to call you so we can discuss it.
Yeah, but at that time, you were on your way back to Banga.
Yeah, right now I'm giving this information. Liberia is bleeding. The international community need to come in. The issue of getting Liberia vulnerable again into a civil crisis is not far from us. You hear Honorable Melvin Cole, the thing he's saying, he's not saying it all by himself.
He gets the support from his people, right?
Of course, the people representing Cole did not walk and sit in the Capitol building by himself. He was elected, and like other representatives that have been marginalized under this right speaker. Bunch of criminals will not sit down somewhere and call themselves majority black and misusing the Liberian people money while people are masquerading.
But these are respected lawmakers, honorable. You cannot call them criminals. They are people. They were elected as well.
Let me tell you something. People activity can make them to be who you can call somebody to it. Does not mean that he's walking on the 4 legs. These guys are completely criminal. You can't violate the rule of law.
You might be held into contempt if you continue calling these lawmakers criminals.
But listen to me. I told President Selena that she was putting like bro one time bomb and she arrested me. I'm not afraid of these guys. Look, the bunch of rebel activity they carry on. Follow the rule of law. Set one speaker called Kufa and remove him. Set one him under his government and remove him. Get the number. Remove him.
So, former Captain Jerry Colley of the Armed Forces of Liberia, even though you hit me or hit for me to call you captain, former captain, you say a captain. But Marvin Cole,
captain, of course.
You reside in Marvin Cole's district. He is explaining if the court rules in their favor and the executive does the other way around, and he might put about 10,000 people in the street, and you are in his constituency, and you have that mobilization scale. I know you from the university and other places. Will you join such a move?
My brother, let me tell you something. I'm a soldier. I don't just demonstrate. You see me from any joint Sarita Hakuma activities. I'm a soldier. I don't just demonstrate anymore again because I've done sufficient research. Anytime you see me in demonstration, that means the government will fall. I don't demonstrate. I protect and hold and defend this country by the value of the Constitution, which people are violating. President Bwaka is sitting looking ahead at his government. The legacy of the United Party will be leading this country again into war. After brought this country into war by Madam Ellen Johnson Lee and other people, they want to conclude it by leading it into war. Liberia.
All right. Thank you, former Captain Jerry Colley.
Anytime I come to Monserrado County, I'll let you know so we can sit and discuss it.
Okay.
They can even catch me right in the studio. I don't care.
Okay. Thank you, Jerry Colley, for the call. Let me welcome Chester Bisham. He is there in the office of Abu Bana Kamara. If time permits, I can place a call to Abu to see how he feels about his suspension being lifted. Yeah, the guy said he comported himself very well and he did not go to the Capitol building. And the question is, somebody asked somebody, if you are suspended from the school, you can't go to the school campus again? What happened? So, yeah, if they suspend you from the school, you can't go to the school campus. If they suspend you from the office and say you are suspended as assistant minister for information services, George Way, we not going to come out of the Ministry of Information.
I think it should be if you are suspended from section. It should not be something that you say don't go to office or don't go on the compound. Yes, you can go to your office, but you'll not go to section. I think that's how it should be like. Instead of
so when they suspend you from the school,
they tell you don't go to class. They tell you not to go to class.
But you can go on the campus.
You can go on the campus. But yes, they don't go to class. Yeah.
Maybe Asha may ignite other things.
No, it's not supposed to be.
Let's think of some calls from here. If Marvin, I was asking whether why the speaker went back to the States.
Let's see what I try to get him back on the line.
Yeah, why you doing that? Let's see if we can just take this one call. Hello. Hello, caller, welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, welcome.
Hello, Jala. This is Annie Tokba.
Annie Tokba from Bon County, Banga.
Yeah.
Kumanana.
No.
Okay.
I just want to talk.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Musu tell you hello, yeah.
Mama,
I just want to tell you.
Mama, say hello there. Yeah, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I just want to tell you. Thank you for the show. You enjoy way. You know what the people do in the country? Everybody sitting watching the show. They know the people doing bad thing in the country. Oh, the person suspension finished. Then down to the court. So you want to tell me everything like bro? Every sector they own Joseph Boga, they own everything else in the country. Nobody will even stay and talk that people will say, oh, this thing and the people were talking at this. This is the person that stood up and say the truth. Nobody will say the truth. When the court coming down, everybody there in the pocket of Joseph Boga. You say you're correct speaker, you're correct people, you're working, you're majority black, you're working, you're suspended person. Then you're coming back. You want to say, oh, the people never for the lawmaker, you're suspending. So
Marvin Code, are you a lawmaker too?
I'm a lawmaker for them for Marvin Code. For them for him. And what they're doing, we all here we angry about it. So what they do will march will come down and send the United Party lawmaker and send it on my way to that capital building, and that's why they go. That's why supposed to happy. We will go there to say United Party lawmaker that will not go to work. So let every one of them just say that because I'm first start to see what going on in Liberia. I'm first start to see in this country. Jala was pre-making here and he said he will march no law on our call until 2029 because on our call say he want the senator. He will march no law. He will not get money. That there will be no way for people to vote for him. But
the prince actually say that?
He said yes. Anytime he can, he said he will make sure this is what they will be on our call on the last time. Let me tell you, but we know what on our call been doing here. We know with the old people in the young people will know what he been doing. So the more time the the more time they hating that the more that will go for him. Even he ain't get money, he ain't get nothing. They just on our course down. That on our course about 2020 now we will see if one you have one for everybody. You're acting wicked, you think you will go anywhere. 2020 now they shoot your 40. No, you will go to where you're weak.
Thank you. We had to speak with your boss. Thank you.
Thank you. She's very angry, but Marvin Cole is back, and I didn't want to do this. But I was asking on a call about what did the speaker in battle speaker go to do in America until he's in Washington.
Well, Speaker Kofa is lobbying international support for so many reasons that the rule of law in Liberia being undermined seriously. And then Speaker Kofa is also attending to so many personal issues.
Okay.
You know, his wife resigned from the John F. Kennedy Medical Hospital in the government of President Wakai. That should be a very serious thing to him. And I know that there are so many things when planned in the right direction for the minority, the rule of law members. Fanatic is lobbying to see how those individuals could be given a helping hand by other international connections he had at the international level. That's why he's currently lobbying for. Okay,
Marvin, thanks a lot. We'll find time to have a more deeper conversation in a not too distant future.
Thank you.
Marvin Cole, thanks a lot. Let's go back to the full lines and take some calls. This one is ringing. Hello, welcome. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, welcome. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Thank you, Mr. Jara. I'm Brother Andrew calling from Crown.
Brother Andrew, what's your surname?
Yeah. I want to say
what is your last name, sir?
Andrew Dwell from Crown. Andrew Dwell.
Okay, Dwell.
I want to say credit to the people who continue to bring power in our country. The majority block. And as the Honorable Sir, or Maviku Sir, for Bonkante District 3, when they put rule in force, the rule of law caucus, and these people, they stay resisting to take power or to real speaker. Listen to me. For me, I represent the observation. Camera. Want to be 14, you want suspension. So we are only calm, we listen to the court. When the court rule, you feel the rule of law caucus and the position, the same resisting, we will get a power to more life with. We may put to be unstable. Seriously, we say because nothing happened in the country. Only the money.
But the court has not ruled yet, so you're small, my man. I can't be threatening the peace.
I don't say that. We're waiting because we have to more lives. Nobody go session. Somebody go session. We make sure.
All right.
Black the card. We make sure the 10 hours. So thank you.
All right. The next caller is here. All the lines are ringing. 07734195002. Hello, welcome. Oh, the caller has gone off. You gone off? Let me take this one from here. He was called in. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, welcome.
Good evening, brother Jala. I mean, good evening to my young brother, Joe. I'm Philip Detroit. I hear a microphone from Banga City, Bon County.
Okay,
go ahead. Let me try to commend you people for the topic on discussing on base and PC. But it's an appeal and a recommendation I want to make to you people because sometimes we can't get a sufficient time. I'm appealing to the force of Liberia Valley at least so I can select a day, issue the quarter, the constant quarter, I can get a 10 or 15 minutes. You all communicate with them on the via mobile phone. Let the common people get a view to the Liberian people.
What you mean? What you mean?
Say that again. I didn't.
What you mean?
I said, I'm appealing as a recommendation that I'm appealing that every business piece program, you get each of the Liberian people at least so that 2 persons within a day. They can get 10 or 15 minutes so they can get a view, so you can place a call to them. What their view on the Liberian people issue is a recommendation. I appeal to the boss of Liberian families who can do that for us.
We should be calling you. We should be calling you. What you mean?
No, you can place a call to all. You can call me. That my man will be on the talk shows who can ask you about 15 minutes so you can get a view. Then the person will be on their guard. Within that time, then you can call the person. Your recommendation I am making.
I mean, when you want to appear, we can arrange that.
Okay, no problem. Okay.
The next caller is here. Welcome.
Chala, how are you?
I'm okay, sir.
This is Andrew Fire.
Andrew Fire, welcome.
Yeah, and I'm joining you from the office of the Masters Rescue Mission Information Hub.
Okay.
Firstly, I must commend you guys for your talking point. But before I go any further, let me just do what our former president refused to do, and that is to congratulate Honorable Mustafa Raji for moving a cap, because we follow our former leader around 2011 when he did congratulate this guy, and then now he refused to do so. But at the end, we Liberians, we will do it for him. And then you see, those of our brother on your campus, this is why Liberia will continue to stay at one place when it comes to education, because you cannot have young guys who were given the opportunity to go to school and learn, and then they will be there declining things, acting like gangster, doing all kinds of things, putting hurt to normal learning. Then what? How do you really expect Liberia to move forward? Because there are other people on our campus, they are there to learn, but these guys will go and disrupt classes. For a reason. For a reason. And then knowing that the young guys and the generation of the country, if they are not serious to learn, where are we going? Where is the future of this country? So they only want to go and run out against us. These things need to stop. We are calling on state authority to do the needful. Under the government, we will not tolerate any gangsterism. If you know that you are a student, you must stay in school and learn. It is not your responsibility to go and act disorderly.
Thank you.
If you want to engage in any issue, there are civil society in the country that can do that.
All right.
Stay on your campus and learn.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so very kindly. Next caller, welcome. Let's hear you. Hello, you live on the program.
Okay, this Hotel Union going from Secretary District 7.
Saclay in Nima County District 7. Welcome to Monrovia.
Yeah, in the outgoing representative district, which is Honorable Musa Hassan Bedete, outgoing representative, the 2029.
Go ahead.
Yeah, when it comes to the issue about the soup, the issue was masterminded by Honorable Cole, which is County District 3, to disturb the particular government, which is the drug coupon issued out from the soup background. Of course, they call us, Marico called every one of us. We went there last week. When they brought the issue in, I said, no, for me, I will never and ever go to Commerce Ministry to disturb drug coupon. I will not do it. And then he decided to share for 25,000, which is Marico. I'm not hiring myself. I'm saying I will tell you.
So he gave money to you to do what?
To go and disturb drug coupon.
25,000 each?
Yeah, 25,000 each.
Each person was receiving 25,000?
Yeah,
so what fish Marvin got a Friday all I want there? My man, that make us straight. I mean, hello, the next caller. But you know, you made a point. We said to you, Baba, because you are.
Okay.
Yeah.
10 seconds, quickly.
Yeah. The speaker said, what happened in the world? Our representative from our constituency from District 3, I said, I will be one of those. That when I did, we all operate on the street. We're not doing it on a violent way, yes. Because if you deny, you said everyone are all right. Because I know
all right, man, you made a point now. Okay, let's put us more. Hello, next caller, welcome.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, welcome. How are you?
Yeah, my name is Musukoli. I'm calling from District 2, Bonkade.
Bonkade, women, you're very best with you.
Yeah, so because we really vet. Because I think they're doing to our law because you know how many pricing that voted for Honorable in this country. Yeah? They are more than the vote that may go here more than that law because therefore every time they will say what they suspended and he's supposed to work for his people. What kind of wickedness is this? So you want to tell me that you need a party for me? That you know Honorable business or the other that they came for, right? But we got news for them. they United Party gone because they're from there. The local country is doing. They put market and when they even know how they say anything angry with it, that is what they able to do. They that I want to stand there because I want they continue to say around. They will say no to surprising. He will not get money to carry duty for his people. Now because when they giving him money, when he receiving his pay, which me he will continue. He will continue to do things for the citizen and now. He when they go in election to be turning on boy. And I want to know the case because for the past year, they kind of what I made that win here. That's one thing said. He did a lot of things for people. So today, you even go around the particular country when you talk what they post say, what he get their money, he get their money, they know it, and turn it to the now he will say big thing, and then ask for that come and all that thing they do today. They posted that they not even talking anything, but tomorrow turn it to the now when you turn it because that's what they're doing. So all that thing they're doing, so God will pay the die all day, and nobody will open their mouth here. The other one for talking about saying on the report why it needs to. You get anything to say about closer,
okay, all right. And Nicole, let's say welcome to you all. If you just join us, this is Bits and Pieces. We have 10 more minutes to be here. Keep sending your comments. We'll read them for you. Let me announce a cash giveaway for today. Big money to be won. Star 799 hash, OK, and select number 8 for Voice of Liberia. Play 10 times and win 50,000 Liberian dollars. Or you play 15 times and win 100,000. So the options are there. You can play 1,500. LD, just play one after the other. One after the other, you win 100,000. If you play 10 times, you win 50,000. So the code is star 799 hash. OK, select number 8 for Voice of Liberia, you win. What do you get? Button phone, you get a smartphone, you can say play. Any kind of phone you get. Once you get mobile money on your phone, you can play. Star 799 hash. OK, select number 8 for Voice of Liberia. Play 10 times and win 50,000, or you play 15 times and win 100,000. Big money to be won this afternoon, this day. George, well, you will do the draw later. Hello, welcome. Let's hear you, the next caller.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Welcome.
Yeah. Hello, this is Mark David Nimland calling from Palm County.
Mike Nimland, welcome, my brother.
All right, I follow the show. Later, when the people were discussing the Okopo, I believe the people of Nima feel that the Okopo is one of the most educated men from the county for now.
The men are still degree. How you be educated?
Yeah, the man is one of the more educated men from Nima. Because with that type of credentials of academic background, the people continue to take him from turn to turn in Nima County until by now he is on the national level and improving the education processes of our country. And up to now, the President of the Republic of Liberia will tell us that he has not received the message concerning about such a Tudia Act. Just wanted to talk a bit about it. Okay. And coming now, so what you measures concerning about suspensions of Honorable Josiah Martin Cole? I believe it is laughable if Honorable Fala will step in and be used by this proposed speaker.
But how do you believe that is Fala's doing? It's a majority decision. It's not just one person. It was overwhelmingly supported by all the other colleagues, not Fala alone.
Yep. Honorable Fala is presiding for now over sections. And it has been masterminded by a group of lawmakers from Baum County. Let me be very, very bold to you. I would say here that I worked in the cabinet building for 6 years, served as a district coordinator, and right after that, I was transferred to central administration. The same group of people with James Collier, Honorable Prince K. Moy, every one of them connived together that they should be able to get rid of Baum County children from that particular payroll. And up to now, we are sitting here. We the one elected Honorable Cole. We mobilized for the same James Collier in the 2023 election in District 2 for him to become a lawmaker today. But if James Collier, who is an in-law of us from Fokola, he has his fiancée from Fokola, we continue to marginalize our leaders and us. We are mobilizing a number of people in Bum County. In Bum County, mainly concerning about Josiah Marvin Cole. If they continue to proceed like this, it means that they will not have a peaceful Bum County because we will get in the streets with our numbers and calling for a justice in Liberia.
Okay.
We will call for justice.
Okay.
You can't continue to treat us in our own country as to say we came as an alien.
All right. I will take 3 more calls and then we'll go and read the messages and close the program. This caller say, let me try to activate his phone. Hello, welcome. Hello, welcome. Good afternoon, welcome.
George Way and Jala Emmanuel Griffith.
Is that my
David
man?
E. Harris,
David E. Harris, welcome.
Jala, the executive, is treading on a very dangerous path. And the reason is very simple. You can't ignore the rule of law and downplay the minority black only because you want the country to function smoothly. That is wrong. That is totally wrong out of all, Jala. Representative Kun, Representative Richard Nangwe Kun, can he allow himself to go 8 months without salaries, without pay, salaries and benefits? The Tomo Fala, Representative Tomo Fala, can he allow himself to go 8 months with all his salaries and other benefits, or without representing his district? I think that this is totally unlawful. That is why the lawmaker is calling his friend First Among Equals rebellious activity. Is that wrong, Jala? Those that are the majority black, they are behaving a rebel, as David E. Harris saying it. That is the fact. Because you can't continue to suppress your First Among Equals, your friends. You can't continue to do that to them, Jala. Lastly, on the issue of the FA, Jala, I watched a video. There was no one there with machetes. I think the FA boss was wrong in that. Although it is not right to break in people, institution, facility, and go protest. You want protest?
All right.
Stand out there and do your protestation. Or
All right,
break in a facility, go protest. It is wrong, but they never have machetes.
David, thank you. David, thank you so very much. Let me take the last caller. Hello, welcome.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you. My name is Sator and far calling from Johnsonville.
Okay, Tatus.
Yeah, you see, in Bonka, when it comes to going Bon County, a mean person like Queen Nanyamum, whenever somebody you see the light in it, it can cause before that person, when the person refuses to bow to him, definitely, that he will always make that person to be a great target. That's one of the problems I know of our fellow brother in that space. But I will tell him, for Marvin Cole, when it comes to him, he did it was he and Henry. They know what they were doing, and Henry bad doing it today. Where is Henry now? Where is Henry as senator today? He no more as senator, he no more senator. But for Marvin Cole will never bow to him. Marvin Cole will never submit to him. Marvin Cole will never go away. And whatever thing that he's thinking of Marvin Cole, he will fail, and Marvin Cole will stand tall.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much to the last caller. The calls are coming at tons, you know. Peter G. Weller, welcome to Widow. That's Peter G. Widow, welcome from Bon County. Grace Jala Janda. I read your comments earlier. And Peter Witter says, Heavenly J subject. A call for national advancement and godly leadership. As a nation, it is crucial to reflect on how we got here. Our former president, we as administration demonstrated a commitment to national growth through key projects that uplifted the country. The question now stands, When will the current government raise to the challenge of dedicating new projects for the advancement of our people in 2029? Joaquin Gadi, watching from Kosovo resident in Bannersville. Chester B. Shams, I read your comments earlier. Dennis Tier, welcome from the township of New Georgia. Ma Anna son Padre Everett Dukley, welcome, watching from Monrovia. So, Clarence Scott is asking you, man. He's trucking with you this afternoon.
Did you make love last week? Did you make love?
Did he make love last night?
Or maybe it might be that you plan on making love.
Are you planning of making love tonight? You want to stroke tonight with the man Watson Johnson? The man is a struggle.
You make it hard, long, soft, short, and stroking.
And while you're stroking, just split the cash giveaway, you win 50,000 or 100,000. Star 79 # OK sled number 8 for Vosel, Liberia. Play 10 times and win 50,000, or 15 times and win 100,000. And you will stroke very well. You can buy some drinks for your spouse, and she can buy it for you too. And can keep stroking just in your living room right there on the couch.
I don't stop until I know she's satisfied.
I didn't make it wrong. Have you ever met her in the backseat of a car?
Tell when she gets satisfied. Because when she gets satisfied, she start calling my name until I know she's. Start making love to my woman. I don't stop until I know she's satisfied. I can always tell when she gets satisfied. Because when she gets satisfied, she start calling my name. She said, Clarence Carter, Clarence Carter, Clarence Carter, Clarence Carter. Ooh, shit, Clarence.
She says, Jala Griffey, Jala Griffey, Jala Griffey. Ooh-wee.
Stroking my woman. And it got so good to her. You know what she told me?
No, I don't know.
I'll tell you what she told me. She said, stroke it, Clarence Carter, but don't stroke so fast. Now you can stick it up.
How are my people in Bonkane faring this afternoon? How are the people in Bonkane, Banga District 3, which is the capital city of Bonkane faring this afternoon? How are my people in Sanoya District faring? And I guess, man, you want to stroke tonight, right? So Josh, we gotta go. You gonna stroke tonight?
Thank you so much, Jala. Yeah, it's been a wonderful presentation here.
Yeah, and
yeah, we hope to be back on the show tomorrow, Jala. Thank you so much.
And our guys were just there calling, and then we're gonna take all the calls. We apologize for that.
Honestly.
Yeah, we apologize for that. Let's go for our team song, the Flag of Liberia. That comes on now. Indeed, this is the song that opens and closes the program. It opens it and closes it. It's been a jam-packed presentation of all the issues. My name is Emmanuel Jala Griffith III. I'm the nation's Henry J. Remember Jala Griffith chapter 1 verse 1. Let's talk and talk and talk and never shall we fight. Fighting shall never be our portion in Liberia. My people coming. Jala, Emmanuel, Nikki, Kalufayala, Kiang Balak Blue. Nyale want to go, Zubo woman, Nanganakbo, Quila Greyfield. Have a good day. I'll see you when you see me again.